You think 7 is your lucky number? Think again. In the twisted history of kanji, 7 isn't a jackpot. It's a blade, slicing through flesh. Welcome to Slasher 7. Let's perform an autopsy on this innocent-looking character. The anatomy of a cut. You see, kanji isn't just random scribbles. It's a crime scene preserved for thousands of years. What looks like a simple cross is actually the blueprint for something far more sinister. 3,300 years ago, the ultimate scam was born. Ancient Chinese diviners scratched a simple plus sign on oracle bones. But don't be fooled by its simplistic charm. This wasn't math class. This was a bloody prophecy waiting to unfold. Wait, hold on. A plus sign? But wasn't a plus sign the number 10? Exactly. Welcome to the great kanji confusion of antiquity. Back then, 10 was just a single vertical stroke. So to write 7, they basically hijacked what would later become 10. Identity theft on a historical scale. But why the cross? Well, odd numbers in ancient cosmology were tricky. They caused fatal errors in the universal matrix. 7 needed a strong intersecting mark to stabilize it. Or perhaps it was just the visual representation of completely severing something. A fatal error for whatever was getting cut. Let's break down the execution. Stroke 1, the horizontal slash. It's a swift, clean cut across the horizon. Imagine a samurai drawing his blade in a single, fluid motion. It sets the stage for the violence to follow. This isn't just a line, it's the target being drawn. Stroke 2, the broken target. The vertical stroke violently pierces the first line, bending at the end. It's the moment of impact. The structural integrity fails, and reality snaps. This little hook at the bottom? That's not stylistic flair. That's the blade catching on the bone. Now, a quick survival tip for you JLPT warriors. Don't confuse scoop with slash. The katakana he looks like a cute little spoon. The kanji 7, however, is a sword. One feeds you soup, the other disembowels you. Mix them up on a test, and your score won't be the only thing bleeding. Here's your mnemonic memory hack. Think of it as something diced to pieces. Whenever you see the number 7, I want you to visualize a clean, ruthless bisection. It's the ultimate slice and dice radical. Once you see the blade, you can never unsee it. Let's add a literal sword to the crime scene. Take 7, add the radical for sword on the right, and what do you get? Setsu, the kanji to cut. Because apparently, just the concept of 7 wasn't violent enough, they had to explicitly tape a knife to it. It gets weirder. Combine a mouth with our slasher 7, and you get shikaru to scold. It's a mouth literally shooting blades at you. If you've ever had a boss yell at you in Japanese, you know this feeling. The words don't just hurt, they lacerate. How about steel? The kanji setsu. It's our slasher 7 slicing open reality to grab what's inside. Underneath the whole radical, the 7 is cutting through the fabric of the universe itself. A thief doesn't just take, they violently extract. And then there's the ultimate linguistic coincidence. In Japanese, 7 can be read as shichi, but shi also means death. Shichi equals she equals death. Is it a coincidence that the most superstitious number shares its phonetic DNA with the Grim Reaper? During the Edo period, 7 took on a grislier meaning. Think of the severed limbs of Edo. The imagery of cutting and dividing was deeply ingrained in the culture of execution and punishment. The character implicitly carries this dark historical baggage. A ghost haunting your flashcards. Even emperors weren't safe. According to ancient Chinese myth, Emperor Hundun died when his friends kindly drilled 7 holes into him so he could see and hear. 7 holes kill the emperor. It's a number that disrupts the natural, chaotic state of things. Now it's time to flex on your native friends. Next time you're at an izakaya, casually mention that 7 isn't just a number, but a pictograph of a brutal bisection. Watch their minds blow. You're not just learning Japanese. You're uncovering the dark lore they forgot. Let's look at some vocabulary. Shinsetsu. It translates to kind. But look at the kanji parent and cut. What? It actually implies a deep, profound closeness, like a cut that goes straight to the bone. True kindness isn't superficial. It's a deep incision into your soul. Or how about isai, meaning everything, or absolutely. It's one and cut. A single, decisive slash that cuts off everything else. No exceptions, no survivors. When you say isai, you are dropping the linguistic guillotine on any other possibilities. So let's recap. 7 isn't a lucky slot machine number. It's lethal. It's a story of ancient scams, stolen identities, and mouths shooting knives. It's a bloody cornerstone of the Japanese language, hidden in plain sight. If you survived this anatomy lesson and want more dark secrets of the Japanese language, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Slasher 7 might be lurking in your next textbook chapter. Stay sharp, study hard, and watch your back.